Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela. I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady and welcome back to this week's book review. Okay, so this one is for 500 crochet blocks. They state it's the only compilation of crochet blocks you will ever need, and it is by Hannah Elgic, I can't pronounce it, and Kath. I'm just not going to use their last names. Right, so come on, let's go and see what's inside. Now this book does look very intriguing, and the size of it is absolutely amazing. Look how diddy it is. My hand fits on it. Now I don't have big hands, honest I don't, just average. So this book is quite large. It is not too heavy, so in theory you could stick this in your craft bag along with your yarn and just take it with you. Now, because of that, this may be a very awkward. I haven't really had a good look at this yet. I did flick through it quickly, and it's looking like I may not be able to actually show you a lot of the imagery because of the way that the book is laid out, but I will do my best. Now this one is priced in at $9.99 and it was by printed by searchpress.com. Okay, so let's get some more details for you. Right, so this book was actually published in 2013. Okay, and it is this one's been quite well read actually. It is of 500 crochet blocks. Right, so here is your contents page. It has got an introduction, back and forth, round and round, colour work, shape motif and index. That is what our sections are titled. So come on, let's have a nose on the next page. There is our introduction. These are quite reasonable size photographs for the size of the book basically, but it is quite diddy. It is insanely small. Oh dear, I see trouble ahead. Alright, okay, so we have of course got the techniques and equipment and how to use this book. Now for me, I'm going to be honest, I'm finding it hard reading the print out of the book. I'm actually finding it easier reading it on screen, and of course that means I've automatically enlarged it. I am a glasses wearer, so I am slightly blind. Sorry, I'll just get that into focus a little bit better. There we go. And so yes, this one may be an issue for some of us that need glasses because of the size of the print. Okay, here we go. We have got sections here about noting information on yarn, information on stitches, but they're coming underneath it. It's got yarn weight, hook size, and the letter if you are using American hooks, and some more imagery. Okay, now they go on to how to crochet, which is quite basic, isn't it, for pretty much every book that we would pick up, which is why I scoot through it quite quickly. And here we go, more info. Then they've got the reading the patterns section, abbreviations, how to read a chart, finishing off your work, how to sew in your ends, how to do your edges, essential hints and tips, and back and forth. Now this is going to be an issue, as you can see. I've just managed to get my thumb over, but there is still the written, so I don't quite know how I'm going to do this. Fingers crossed I can carry on just doing it like this. Oh, there's going to be a lot of toing and froing. Okay, this is the Shelly stitch. but I've already got a tutorial on my channel for this stitch. We now call it the shell stitch. Okay. No, this is not my book, and that is not where I got the pattern from. Okay, this one is ribbed and ridged. Okay, I'm not going to give you any more breakdown on that one. And this one here is the fan stitch. Again, if you want a tutorial for that one, guess what? It's in the playlist I'm going to put up here. Okay, next one up is this one here, and this is called Dorothy. It's a crisscross stitch. Oh, there we have a zigzag. They've called it Ripples and Wave. Here we have a jasper stitch, and they've made it into an egg cozy and a cafetiere warmer, I suppose. Okay. Oh, this is hard. This one is the waffle stitch. Here we have a one called Seaside. Here is the dot. This one they've called Chain Reaction. That one there is a net, but some of us would know it as basic filet crochet. This one here is Bob. That's it, Bob. This one is cables, followed up by a basket weave, little mini basket there. This is Speckle. Check the eye button. I called it something else. Okay. Solomon's Knot. The Wool. Starry-eyed. Harlequin. Crocodile stitch. If you see me pointing to the corner, it's because I've got a tutorial. Right, I'm not going to say that anymore. Okay, the bullion. The curly cues. And trestles. Oops. Daisy chain. The peacock. Fruit punch. Some of these have got some really random names. Okay, so this is called a standout. It's actually filet crochet, and it is in a heart. Not the best angle I've taken for that one, but hey ho. We've got broomstick lace. Tunisian crochet. More Tunisian crochet. I love the way they've named that. Okay, here we go. We've got a section here. This is talking about solid weave. I believe this may all be Tunisian crochet here, and they've explained how to do. Okay, ribbed and, if you can see, there's lots of different stitches here. I can't see any sort of page number on them. Oh, there is some context on how to do them, so I'm going to have to whiz through quite quick. Sorry gang. Alright, so as you can see here, we have got lots and lots of how-tos on the quick there. So I've had to skip that section, and now we've got round and round. It's basic granny, so I'm safe, I hope, for copyright, because this pattern is out there for free absolutely everywhere. Right, okay, so then we come on to the solid granny square. There we go, this one is patchwork. That's just what they've called it there. But basically it's showing you how, when doing a basic granny square, just by changing the colours here, you can create a different style pattern in your work. Okay, this one here is wagon wheels. This is a meadow square, so it's shown there, made into a little hat and also a blanket. And as you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there is a daisy version of it. Okay, got to be really careful of it. Okay, then we've got a posy square. This one here is just called Claude. This one's quite pretty. They've called it Let It Snow. Sorry that the white's blowing out, I can't do anything about that. Okay, yeah, and then we've got Bullion in the round. This is Spring Wheels. Climbing Roses. And Dollies. Maud. And here again we have got them there with different variations on the idea. Oh. As you can see, that was the Maud there. Look, I'm going to be quite honest, this book is causing me a lot of aggravation, and it's going to cause me a heck of a lot of editing, so I'm going to be quite cheeky here. I'm just going to flick, okay, so flick through the book. Hopefully you'll see some images in there that you like. I'm sorry to say, but it's doing my head in. It does appear to be quite a nice book though, so let's flick through. Okay, so we've got cushions. We've got other bits and pieces. Oh, what the what? Oh, don't ask. Oh, what the what? Okay, when I first saw this image, the reason I've stopped is when I first saw this image, I thought that was actually crocheted in. It isn't. They've just stuck a shell on top of it. Shell from down the beach. Okay, and back we go to scooting. So as you can see here, there are lots and lots of beautiful items in this book that you can make, lots of different shapes, lots of different everythings. And based off of these are very basic pictures and patterns. Okay, I'm sorry I can't show you more than that because of course this will end up being copyrighted otherwise. Right, so do I think this book would be worth purchasing? At the price of $9.99, it's a bit of a touch and go for me. If I was loaded and I didn't have an issue, then yeah, I probably would put this one on my shelf as a resource book. But I don't know, without properly reading through it and trying to make a couple of items out of it, I can't 100% say yes, this would be on the shelf. If I do make something from it, I will show you during a Whips, Bits and Chat. Alright, so that is it for me for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's quick flick through this book. Right, so remember, stay chilled, stay happy and keep crafting. Bye everybody.